Wait, what's his name up here? Ballo. Hello. I see you've survived, somehow. Thought that last plunge must have been your end.
That's fine.
It was not. I survived the fall and managed a treacherous return. For the diving bell's failure, the risks were clear to me. The fault lies not with you. Aye, as you say, this bell's old, and time is a way of breaking things even as fine forged as this. And see below, for its failure, I've been working hard at improving the design. Your last journey ended up being a valuable test. Good. That return path is long closed to me, and your bell is now needed again. Again? Well, if you're game enough for a second try. A shell shield's been fitted, and the bell's like new. Better than new. If you're planning another descent, head down, holler, and I'll get you going. Alright. Huh. Yeah, he's got the thing armored. Alright. Here we go. Holler when you're ready, miss. Upgrades are done. That bell's as ready as it'll ever be. Travel. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for 4, 3, 10, and 2. Okay, no. Nothing there. Okay. That counts, I think. Oh, I was on the edge. Okay. I need 2 of these giant guys. Okay. No, go this way. Oh, you suck so much. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we got that one. Amazing. Amazingly, the creature carries the void's black liquid in its stomach, violently spraying it forth if threatened. That's done. 2 more of those. 2 more, 3 more. 2 crawlers, 3 big crawlers. Okay. Okay. Okay, got another small crawler down here. Right there. There we go. Shadow Creeper. Shell-plated worm found only in the deepest depths, seems to survive despite consuming no food or liquid. Creature long familiar to me. I suspect no matter how far I travel, if I descend deep enough, they will always be there. Okay, 3 more Shadow Chargers. 2 more Gloom Sacks. Is there a Shadow Charger through here? I think there was. Okay. Okay. Don't remember what we found there. There we go. Okay. It's 1 of 3. Need 2 more. Two more big guys. Oh! Just a little bit too low. You get credit for kills so easily. An enemy trips and falls into a spike halfway across the world. New journal entry. Arcane egg was there, I think. Okay. That makes sense. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What would be useful in here, rather than this, is... tax. Alright, now... Okay, little guys are done. Need 2 more big guys and 2 more gloom sack things. Okay, 1 more gloom sack thing. Gloomsack. Tiny empty creature, barely a bug, swallows its prey whole, sucks their nutrients until nothing remains. This one disturbs me. There's something in its simplicity. Do I almost feel fear? Alright. And then 2 more Shadow Chargers. So we're gonna have to go after that one that we found, because I don't know where another one is. Okay, get out of here. Go around this guy. No reason to fight you.
friend.
All right. All right. Go after the big guy. And this way. Okay, that's 2. Need 1 more. Okay. Yep. Okay, there we go. Shadow Charger. Bulky worm of the deepest depths lives in tight crevices and uses its weighty body to batter. These ones grow large, yet I have never observed them eating or sleeping. They seem such simple bugs, but I suspect they are not truly our cousins. Okay, encountered and completed. We're done. We got that. Nice. Okay, we completed all of our log entries. All of our collectible stuff. Bench. Here we go. Nick says, GG! Child, I hold the means to descend. Let us meet one final time and quell this black ruin of our making. Who are you hoping you'll find down there, Spider? An ailing child and a silk-starved beast? If so, I'm afraid we may sorely disappoint. What waits below is me no longer. Even if only your shadow remains, to release your mother's grip, my blade would see it slain. Then why hold, even this moment? Surely terror hasn't suddenly claimed your hardened heart? Take the final plunge, Spider. Join us in my drowning palace, and let oblivion swallow us all. Oblivion may take you, child. My own life I shall not sacrifice. I have survived the fury of your land. I have borne its barbs and its blades, and I have seen wonder beyond its dangers. But always, child, I remain a daughter of Hollownest, and the void below all things, that darkness I will fear no longer. Ooh. Okay. Well then. Dive. Whoa. Okay. And that's what the fragile flower is. Protection. I can move a little bit, left and right. Very cool. Ooh, it's an orb. Or it formed around Silk. Grandmother Silk. Oh, very cool. Cobwebs. What do we have? Grandmother Silk bound? And Lace. Whoa. Lost Lace. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, she's got new moves. Okay, she now returns back. Oh, this one's very much a dance. Oh no, I touched her. Okay. Well then. Let's go. Dive. Oh, come on. You gotta be really precise with where you're hitting down. Okay, hold on. This has been so successful. She hid inside the tendrils. That's brutal. There's apparently a boss exclusive to Steel Soul mode, and while it's not required for 100%, it is required for the Hunter Memento according to the wiki. If you're playing in Steel Soul mode, I mean. On normal mode, it's not required, of course. Also, might be kind of cliche, but this is probably my favorite fight in the game. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff brought us here. So it's gonna have a lot of build up to it. Oh, you... Yep. Okay, we're getting into the phase 2 quite a bit. So that's okay. Do we want to change anything? This... Put pale nails back on. Okay. Ah! Okay. She parried twice. I think she parried twice. Oh, come on. Oh. Don't remember which crest I used here. I used Architect for much of my playthrough. Might have switched to Hunter here or something. I don't think there's anything better to use against her, really. As far as a red tool. We've had so much luck with this crest on the harder boss fights. Again? Oh, okay. Now what? Now what? I don't know what's going on. Nope. What? Nope. Oh, come on. Okay, this is the part where it kind of loses me a little bit. Where it's like, no, that was a good fight. Why did they switch up the fight type? And that just seems like it's, last time, wave come left, then right. Okay. Okay. Then middle. Comes you. Going way faster. Nope. Oh, come on. Yep. I'm calling it a gimmick. Her powers. Oh, come on. And one mask without the protection, which makes it worse. Alright, rolling void water knives. Okay. Then from the right. And then she beats me in one hit. Yep. Oh, that's annoying. That's very annoying. Alright, let's go. The in-lore explanation for Lace is she's a figment. Grandmother Silk made sense. She's ancient. She's the queen. She's been harvesting power from everybody else. She could basically do whatever she wants. She's the closest thing they have to a god. Alright. Alright, now we got a little bit more health. Well, Garmon was also called Lost Garmon. Yes, and Garmon remained Garmon. Like, we even talked to him at the end. He was still himself. Whatever else was done to him, he was still himself. But if this is Lace... Oh, come on. Well, at least she doesn't have off-screen attacks. At least she's not mixing like a melee with also, you know, attacking from the air from different directions at the same time. That's a good thing. I don't know how bad that would be if she did. Nope. Ah. Spam it. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, so I like the first two lace fights. I hate this one. This one I hate. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I hate this one. I hate it too, says Chow. If I were to compare the general vibe boss in HK compared to Silksong, HK bosses feel more memorized. Silksong feels more improvised. I like both for different reasons, but I prefer the feel of Silksong. I, personally, this is just opinion based. I hate it. Hate this. Yep. Nope. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. Being able to decide the counter after I've already struck, like, I don't even know what that is. Like, people didn't like Hollow Knight because it was unfair. They liked it because it was hard. And things can also be unfair and easy, and people don't care for those either. Yep. Okay. Alright. Chow says, fellow RNG hater. I don't like RNG when it either costs time, like you just have to wait for a good cycle or something, but I like the kind of think on your feet RNG, so you can't do exactly the same thing every time. Though I'm bad at improvisation in general in a lot of games, so if I'm doing a speed run, I'll make deterministic cues for everything. Yeah, 2 black holes. Plus on-screen clutter. Plus the direct attack. That once again is faster. Yep. That's where she decides mid-move where she's gonna move. Okay. Let's see. Nathan says, cues setups like take 3 steps forward, hop left twice, etc. Never played Dragon Quest and Fire Emblem, says Chow. I plan on playing both of those, so we'll see. Because I've never played either one. What's your thoughts on something like how Zelda 1 handles item drops, based on invisible half counter that loops and resets if you get hit? If it feels regular, it's fine. I do stuff like that as a creative alternative to RNG. Sufficiently obscured from the player that they can't really exploit it, but technically deterministic. Thing is, if it feels like it should be about time for an item drop or something like that, that's fine. High-level runners can exploit it by carefully keeping track of the counters in their heads as they play. Yeah, counting cards type. Yep. Okay. Yep. Tendrils coming up while the potion's rolling. Okay, come on. No, no, what? New mechanic. Phase 4. Opposite mechanic. Not just new, opposite. Yeah, in Zelda 1, they basically count cards in the speed run. It's wild. Might as well use an external tool to help them keep count. Not sure. I think the Void doesn't steal Silk anymore since you got the Everbloom. No, it does. Well, I'm sorry you're disappointed by the ending of the game. That does suck with how much time you put in. Thing is, I love the story. I think the story is fantastic. And it's worth suffering through what I think is a... It's not like they didn't implement well what they wanted to. I think what they wanted to implement is disappointing. I'll go ahead. But watch after I get hit by the void tendrils of any kind, and then it, yeah, blacks it out. Then gives it back to you when you see the meter flash. Right. Okay, so this is phase 3. Thing is, this type of fight that feels unfair is actually, I see a good place for it with a slightly different mechanic type. To where instead of trying to defeat the end boss, you're fighting them, but you're fighting them defensively for time. To where it is brutally unfair, and the stuff does change, but yep, that'll happen. But you're trying to stay alive based on a time thing. Let's see. Saw a video of someone beating this fight without moving, other than damage knockback. Though I think it did use one cheat to give infinite shell shards, but it was still kind of funny. Like a tool spam thing and plasmium file. Yeah, I had a misconception about staggers and phase change until like last week. You keep saying I would love this game, and yet every time I tune in, you're in these annoying boss fights that I would hate. Yeah, I'm not talking about the boss fights, Chow. I get that. But like the movement in the game and the exploration, I think you would like. There's a survival phase, yeah. Like a survival phase, yes. I've seen that in a couple of games. I don't remember which ones, but I know I've seen those before. You're just trying to survive until something happens. We are not using these at all. Throw something else on. Oh, yeah. It's rift time. Okay. Yep. Here over there too. I don't recall ever feeling lost in Silksong. It even has a quest system, which is quite unusual for a Metroidvania to point you where to go. The lore story is also way easier to follow in Silksong, at least it was for me. Yeah, me too. Mainly because the main character actually talks and clarifies things. Yeah. No, I agree with all those points. Yeah, okay. And a lot of what has been making things difficult for me, not bad again, but a thing that they added to this game, which they didn't really add to the first game, at least not in a way that I can think of, is they added distractions. Things to make it harder to see the screen, harder to see your character, harder to see what's going on. And I think they did it on purpose. So, oh, okay. You can't say it's a mistake. But lens flare stuff that comes up everywhere, like the Trobio fight. The Trobio fight was just, like, the whole screen was just disgusting. So hard to see where your character model is, where their character model is, what's happening with your character model, where the damage is coming from. Yep, we'll do that. It's just very messy. And it seems very much like it was done on purpose. So, what do you do with that? Nope. Nope. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Go that way. At least she's not attacking me during the wave. Yep. Like that. Yeah. You can't spawn on top of me spewing other stuff after you've already done off-screen attacks everywhere. That's not right. And if I compare it to something like the fight with the Hollow Knight, something like that, there is nothing in there that feels like I shouldn't have handled that better. Like, I should have known he's going to do that because he always does that. I like that. You get to take absolute responsibility for every piece of damage. I shouldn't have done this, I should have done that. Because I should have known, not because they ended up doing this. Yep. The warping is awesome. Let's see. Artificial difficulty. Yeah, when you were fighting Trobio, I almost said something about that. The idea of overstimulation for some reason, I think I'm actually drawn to that kind of thing, kind of like shmup or something. Not that I play shmups. But I do like the feel of the projectiles flooding the screen and having to quickly and carefully weave between them. Nothing builds adrenaline quite like it for me. I also think of Lost Kin and Nightmare King Grim. The attack where he throws out all the projectiles and you have to dance around them. If it helps, I usually stayed on the ground during the fight. I don't think I used Pogo. So I typically always had the option to jump out of the way when she shielded. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Yeah, so, and that's the overstimulation thing. That's just a straight up difference in, like, aesthetically or gaming wise, like what you like. Yeah, it's not just that she moves quicker, she also makes decisions after I've already moved. So it really is like playing a better player. Human player. That could be part of it too. Part of what they were going for and part of what I don't care for about it. Like, I don't like fighting games. Yep. Definitely don't like fighting games where people have already memorized all the combos. And I haven't. Okay, and you hid tendrils inside tendrils. Yeah. If she cleared the screen, if she's not on the screen at all when she's doing the void attacks, the white holes that spawn the void things that spit at us, like that one would make way more sense. But she ends up warping to the direction after you start moving. Yep, here comes these ones, and I can't get around her. Yep. Very frustrating. And it says, yeah, for sure. Only thing that builds adrenaline the same as fighting games, but I decided fighting games are very unpleasant after a while. Only one I ever got into was Melty Blood type Lumina, where I did a weekly tourney with friends for several weeks. It's very toxic to my mental and very bad for my hands. Haven't come back to play it since. Also, apparently, in one of those weeks, I caused someone else to break their controller. There's also another guy in our group that would rage quit, spam slurs, uninstall the game, and somehow be back next week. Yeah. I imagine it's highly addicting. Yeah. Okay, now waves. Now waves. Is this every hit points difference, or is it just time-based? Is it random? Ah, yep. Plant those there. Attack from off screen. Cover the screen. Okay. Nope. Another wave. Yep. Another wave. Yep. Okay. Yeah. He says, yeah, I'm glad I got what I did. Chow says, good old fighting game players. Admittedly, it was turning me a little toxic too. You grind combos for hours, still can't get them in a match, and it feels bad. That's the fighting game equivalent of RNG, human variance causing misinputs. It's inevitable, but technically you can't blame the game either. I'm not a very competitive person either, so fighting games just aren't really for me. I still am friends with some of them though, so it was worth it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Come on, nope. Okay. Away. Yep. Ah. Warp. Yeah, that's why I like speedruns, for example. It's like a bowling game where you're trying to improve your own score. I mean, there's leaderboards, but you aren't actively interfering with people's gameplay. By the way, Quill, opinion on bowling. I have not actually been bowling a whole lot. Probably maybe 50 to 100 times total in my life. I enjoyed it every time. Yep. Hide behind stuff. Nope. Projectiles move faster than this. She moves faster than this. The water moves faster than this because the water's everywhere. Yep. All of it. Yeah, exactly. Weirdly, I took a bowling class in high school, some PE elective, but it wasn't actually much teaching techniques. It was more just free bowling at the local alley for an hour. Got lucky. Nope. 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 Okay, wave coming from the left. Wave coming from the right. There's an indicator by it being slightly taller, ocean-wise. Like the floor bubbles a little bit. Okay. Nope. Nope. Let's clump up 3 different special attacks at the same time. All right. Yep. Dead. Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 Nope. Nothing. Nope. Can't do anything. Stuck. Nope. See? Warp. Warp directly in the path. Okay. See, there's even off-screen attacks that are attacking off-screen. They're not even making it onto where the main area is. Nope. Got hit by the glob. Nope. Yeah, I'm not staying with her in the middle when she throws out those globs. Okay, wave. Wave. And we're down to 2 masks. Yep. 3 masks. Alright. Oh, got lucky. Nope. Nope. Ah. Oh. Yep. Reactionary and reflex base, yeah. Nope. Ah, see? Ah, that's such a punishment. Oh, come on. That one was my bad. Ah. Every time. That move. That's what she keeps just destroying us with. Yep. Nope. Dead. Nope. Too late. Yep. There's death. Nope. 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 How did I miss? How did I miss my own cocoon? Oh. Two. Nope. Moved too fast, because if you move too fast, she warps to your position. Yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. Where? Where did that come from? I don't understand that. Yep. Done. Okay. Ah. Missed it. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Come on. Nope. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah. All right. Okay. Did we get it? Did we get it? Oh my goodness. Take? Okay. Oh. Super jump. Okay. Get out of here. Come on. Huh. The flower. Oh, is it fading? While we're still in the abyss. It broke. Uh-oh. Oh! It's the knight! He's in the abyss. Threads fall away. Hornets delivered. What about Lace? Is that Lace beside her? Yeah, Lace. She's alive. Oh, animate. I think she's crazy. Sister of the Void. That is part of her nature. Oh, the surface. Okay. We saw little scuttlebugs. Uh-oh. Mr. Mushroom. Mr. Mushroom! To be continued. There's going to be a third game. Passing of the Age. Game by Team Cherry. So, I feel so mixed about this game. So mixed. So the artwork is beautiful. The music is beautiful. The level design and the multiple paths that you can take across different areas. The interactions between the characters, all fantastic. I love that. I even love the writing, like at the line level, the writing I think is solid. The abilities are different from Hollow Knight in ways that I enjoy. Like, I like the original Hollow Knight. I probably enjoy that more, but I do like that this is different in the way they set up the crests and the different tools. And it makes sense. Hornet's different from Hollow Knight, so they've got different systems. So I like that. When it comes to the boss fights, I have major issues with visual clutter, especially in this last fight, with off-screen attacks, especially in this last fight, and with a completely opaque system of upgrades. In Hollow Knight, it felt very direct. You upgrade the needle, it gets stronger. And maybe that isn't what was happening behind the scenes. Maybe there was another system like that, but talking with other people who were playing this game, people who were chatting, there's some sort of weird math going on in the background to make sure that you can't get too strong. And I hate that. I really hate that. So off-screen attacks, rooms that are larger than the screen. I hate that because that design framework enforces off-screen attacks. So I feel very mixed on Silksong, where I don't feel mixed at all about Hollow Knight. So I don't know how to feel about it. But yeah, after 78.5 hours, we did get 100%. So, and no matter what, they did an excellent job carrying out the vision that they had. I just don't know if I care for all of the vision. Anyway, let's see what's under achievements. True Hunter. Receive the Hunter's Memento. Okay, we missed a memento. Right, there's still several mementos missing. Secret. Achievements hidden. Okay. Speedrunner. Complete the game in under 5 hours. I have no idea how you do that. Achieve 100% game completion and finish the game in under 30 hours. That's probably... Ooh, I don't know. 100% in 30 hours? I don't know. Steel Heart, Steel Soul. Yeah, I don't know about those. Anyway, I feel good about what we did here. Let's see. Extras. Menu style. Surface. Silksong. Citadel of Song. Cradle. Abyss. Yeah. But, $20 indie game. I think this is going to be a very successful game. I just don't know when I would want to play this again. But anyway, thanks everyone for coming and watching along, playing along as we went through this 100% playthrough of Hollow Knight Silksong. I don't think there was any bosses that we missed. Oh, somebody did mention that we could have fought one of the characters, one of the NPCs a little bit early. Garmond. Right. Could have fought him while he was still alive, I guess. So I guess we missed something there. Something for other people to go back and take a look at. Anyway, we will see you next time in our next playthrough. Bye-bye.